This video reply to the AfroZen8888 video name. This motherfucker's confused by all these endings. Or the Sox motherfucker's confused by all these endings. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it into perspective for you, just so that way you understand exactly what the fuck my mom is quite literally asking a judge to quote and rule in her favor with, alright? She would literally be asking a judge to go ahead and say that this is fucking acceptable and not illegal to go ahead and take out a bunch of fucking credit cards as well as a bunch of loans out in someone's name while they're in a vegetative state, while they're in a coma, alright? Which is the equivalent of going ahead and burglarizing a fucking trauma ward, alright? Like, if that was tolerable behavior, my question is, if I were to go ahead and walk into the hospital right now, and every single person that was in a comatose, vegetative state, potentially going to be dead, but they're not actually dead yet, if I were to go ahead and write out a list of their names and their info and everything, to go out and take a whole bunch of fucking credit cards in their name, while simultaneously trying to crowdfund a fucking, relief fund, towards their treatment, but not pay their fucking medical bills, and then go buy a fucking house. That's like the equivalent of going ahead, going to fucking hospital, that people that are on the end of their life, like for example, like an elderly ward, like a nursing home, and just going ahead and burglarizing their entire fucking house and being like, you got one foot out the door anyway. I mean, you're gonna be dead soon. Dead people don't eat that shit, so it's like, no, that's not okay. You're still a fucking thief. You're still a fucking criminal. You're literally, the only difference is you're going about it the same way that the Grinch Who Stole Christmas went about it, rather than going ahead and, actually, let's see, going and pointing a gun at a bank teller. Alright? What you still did is still theft on a grand scale. Alright? And you thought that a judge was gonna rule in your favor? Like, you thought that a judge was gonna be like, oh, let's ignore the criminality. A bunch of old people doing old people shit. Am I right? No.